Well, hello, welcome. I'm Matt Doxwell. Welcome to the Terror Barrier Presentation. When you take a look at your goals, we pick that C goal, right? That's what I really, really want. It's what you really, really want. But when you pick that, you're going to run right smack up against the terror barrier. And it's not a good feeling. But I'm going to explain to you what's happening, why it's happening, and how to beat it. Okay, so let's take a look at it now. Here's the terror barrier, right? And there's 4 steps. You have bondage, reason, conflict, and freedom. So let's take a look at bondage. Bondage, you have X energy coming in, right? Which gives you X thoughts. It's going to your subconscious mind, which gives you X vibrations. Bring it down into the body, and you get X results. And the results are caused by X-type conditioning in the subconscious mind. Even though we have the ability to change that, we don't. The person is just stuck right here getting the results they don't want because they're vibrating on a X energy level. Okay. Now, let's look at reason. Reason is when you get this outside idea, we're going to call it Y idea, Y energy, goes into your conscious mind, and you start thinking Y thoughts. This could be something that you're dreaming about, and maybe you want to own a plane, maybe you want to start a business, doesn't really matter, but it's something where it's really, you don't even know how you would get it, but since you're not emotionally involved and it's just an idea, it's just a dream, right? Nothing happens, nothing changes. You don't change the X energy in your subconscious mind, those emotions, and so you get X vibrations, which give you still X results. Now let's look at conflict, right? And this is where the Y, you have that Y idea in your conscious mind. You then get emotionally involved in it, right? You make a decision that you're going to get this, and you get emotionally involved, and now you put it into your subconscious mind, and now you have the X and the Y, which then moves into your body, and you're getting XY vibrations, and this creates chaos. It's really an uncomfortable feeling. And so what happens in your Y, in your conscious mind, you start to worry. That worry causes fear in your subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind is where your feelings are, your emotions. That then causes anxiety in your body. And this is really a horrible place to be. So what happens when people feel this, they wind up crashing into the terror barrier and go right back to bondage. Right back to bondage. Now, what's going on here? You're getting this negative thoughts, right? Worry and doubt, it's negative. Comes from ignorance because you don't know how you're going to make it happen. So it causes all this worry and doubt, which then goes into the subconscious mind as fear. That fear then manifests as anxiety in the body. The body suppresses it, which causes depression and dis-ease. And then, of course, it moves into disintegration. And we hyphenate that. Disintegration. Now, how do you get past that? Well, it's through knowledge, through studying. And you want to use something like thinking into results is designed to help you break through the terror barrier, right? You study, you get understanding, that builds faith, right? See, knowledge, study, understanding are positive thoughts, positive energy in the conscious mind. That then gets faith, which is an emotion in the subconscious mind, which then moves and gives you positive actions, right? known as well-being, and that you express that, and it helps accelerate your results. And you feel at ease, and once you feel at ease, you're able to create. And that is how you break through the terror barrier. And it's just really that simple. Now, once you break through the terror barrier into freedom, that doesn't mean that the fear goes away, right? It's just now you know that you have to push forward because you understand, you have an understanding through repetition of learning, going through these lessons, like in thinking into results, that is going to help you push and break through the terror barrier. Now, what's going to happen is once you break through the repetition, the Y idea now switches over, and that becomes a new X idea, right? And then you go and you shoot for a new Y idea, which would be a new goal that you're going after. And of course, again, you're going to run up against a terror barrier. But this time, because you have understanding and experience, you know to push through, that once you push through and get to the other side of the terror barrier, life is going to be so much better. So that's a good reason to get into thinking into results and to study, study, study. Repetition. Repetition, repetition, repetition is how you change the X idea into a Y idea and a Y vibration. Well, I want to thank you for tuning in and listening to my presentation. I hope you find this helpful.